Hey y'all, Ned here. Today I'd like to talk to you about some of the best rally games that you can get on Steam and for PC. With the Steam sale going on, I figured I'd take the time to make a video and let you know about them. These are some games you really need to pick up while they're on sale. Even if you spend the full price, most of them are worth it, but at a sale it's kind of hard to pass them up. So TLDR, if you don't want to watch the entire video, leave a like, leave a comment. But two things you need to do if you're a PC player into Rally: get Dirt Rally 2.0, flat out, just get it, and then get Richards Burns Rally for free. Um, you can't go wrong with those two. But if you want to know a little bit more, stick around to the video, and let me get into my top 5 for PC/Steam Rally. Starting off with number 5. If you are looking to spend very little money right now because times are hard and stuff like that, one of the best rally games that you can get for the money is WRC 7. Now I know it's an older game, but it's $2. And the main drawback with WRC 7 is the fact that it's kind of hard to get a sim racing setup, kind of like what I've got here, to go with it. Now, if I was just using the G27 with G27 shifter and the pedals and stuff like that, it'd be great. I'm sure it would work just fine. But with my SimJack pedals and my shifter and my e-brake over here, it's a little fickle to get it to work. But if you're just racing with the controller, man, it's a blast. Now it's not super arcadey. It's leaning more into the realism. But if you just got a bone stock G27, G29, old G25, and maybe some of the Fanatec stuff, lower end Moza stuff, and you're just looking to pick up, a racing game for $2, a good rally game, WRC 7. Can't really go wrong there. Now, number 4, WRC 8. I know, you're going to hear a lot of WRC games, but hear me out. WRC 8 is where the generation of WRC is really kind of coming into its own. WRC 8, they kind of got all the kinks worked out. And with the setup like I have here with my G27, even if I had something a little more modern here with the SimJack pedals, the SimJack sequential shifter, and the SimJack e-brake over here, I can 100% get this working with WRC 8. And it feels amazing. I'm more of a hardcore rally kind of guy, and WRC 8 feels great. The car selection is not the best. The stages are, some of the best, and they look good. Even if you've got kind of an older computer, got like a 1080 Ti, something like that, maybe like a 3060, you can crank the settings in this game, and it'll look phenomenal. And for $3, 3 good old US American dollars, my friends, you can barely go to McDonald's today and get a cheeseburger for $3. And you can get a fantastic rally game for that kind of money. It's WRC, so it has its issues, but as far as I can tell, the servers are still up. I've actually been playing with them this morning, and WRC 8 is phenomenal. Some of the best money that you can spend on a rally game on the Steam sale right now. Now, moving on to number 3. Number 3, sticking kind of with a theme here, is WRC 9. Now, why am I grading these up like this? If you don't have a ton of money to spend right now, and you want to get into rallying, you want to get that experience of maybe you don't have the greatest wheel, maybe you just get a controller, but you want it to be a little more realistic, these are the games that you need to pick up. And like I said, even going back to WRC 7, fantastic game. But WRC 9 introduced one of the coolest rallies that has ever been done, and it is the Safari rallies. In this game, they reintroduced the Kenyan rallies, and these rallies are probably some of the hardest real life rallies that could ever have been imagined, besides something like the Dakar. By the way, spoiler alert: Dakar is not on this list. The game's not well optimized. I have all kinds of trouble with it. I cannot recommend you spend your money on a Dakar game. But WRC 9, they brought those rallies back, and it looks good. It feels good. The car selection, once again, like all the previous ones, not the greatest, but it's for $5.99, $6. If there was a game besides our number one pick that you wanted to spend your hard-earned money on, it's WRC 9, because it's kind of in that little sweet spot that it's easy to run. It has all the fantastic selection. The cars feel great. You can set it up and make it work with really anything. Fantastic game. Now, within the third spot, I have kind of a couple other honorable mentions here. Basically, WRC 9, 10, and Generations are kind of the same game. Now, if you already own the other games in this list and you just want to kind of like fill out your Steam library, I would implore you to pick these up, because WRC 9 feels great. WRC 10 feels great. They've added more cars. I can't remember if they added more rallies, but they kind of fleshed some things out, changed things up, and brought the graphics up a little bit. But it's basically the same game as 9. They may have added some stuff. Generations, same sort of thing. It's basically the same game as 9. Out of all the games that I'm going to talk about today, Generations is the only one that I had any problems with this morning. I came and kind of tested all these out, gave myself a little refresher, because I've played these for a while, and I'm fairly familiar with them. Generations was the only game that crashed. Now, I tend to crank up the settings a little bit, so it could have been that. It could have been, all the could have been one of the other parallels that I have on my PC. But when I loaded up the Kenyan Rally to see what all had changed from 9, 10, and Generations crashed. Now, after a quick reset, it was fine. We're gaming on a PC here, friends. There's going to be bugs, things are going to crash, but that's the only thing that I can think of that may be bad about Generations. Is it's probably one of the maybe least optimized ones, because the studio had lost the license basically to produce WRC, and they're kind of just trying to push out content. So go into it with your eyes open. That one, there may be some issues with it, but for $12-13 a piece right now on the Steam sale, WRC 10 and Generations, great games for the price. But now, let's get into number 2. Now, number 2 is kind of a controversial one, because EA bought Codemasters, and most of you know where I'm going with this. And basically, they took over the studio, and they also own the WRC game license. So EA made EA WRC. Now, I will say it's probably not the best optimized game, but like WRC 9 and the previous ones, it has the Kenyan rallies. It has all the cars. I mean, one of the cars that you don't find in a lot of rally games is the Opel Mantra 400, and it's one of my favorite rally cars of all time. And it's in there. You have everything from old Group B historic stuff to the latest, greatest modern stuff. You have a vast majority of all the cars throughout rallying history in one game, with all the various settings, the countries. You've got ice. Ice feels great. Snow feels great. Dirt feels great. All of it feels great with EA WRC. And for $20, it's kind of the whole package. When you buy the game, you basically have everything unlocked, short of liveries and some stuff in the career mode and things. That's all personal preference. But if you want to just hop in, bomb down an old road at breakneck speeds, and just get that big old giggle on your face, and pretty much anything from the most modern hybrid cars to, like I said, the old Group B, you can't beat it. It's all unlocked. It's all there. You can basically use it all. And the shortcoming of EA WRC is that it needs some optimization. It needs a little more love. But all the peripherals, I mean, they just work. I know some people have talked about with some of the higher end steering wheels and stuff like that, they've had some trouble with them, but I think that's all fleshed out now from last I've heard. I wish they would bring VR. VR is kind of the thing with just racing in general. You either need to have VR or triple screens, and you're about as immersed as you can possibly get. And that brings me to number one, Dirt Rally 2.0. It's $5 for the base game. $5. Forget everything else that I've said about all the other WRC games. They're great. They're fantastic. Buy Dirt Rally 2. For heaven's sakes, if you do not own a rally game, buy Dirt Rally 2.0. They're going to do the same thing they did with Dirt Rally. They're going to take it off Steam. It's just a matter of time. And it's such a fantastic game. If I could only play one rally game, it would be Dirt Rally 2, because it's that good. Does it have its shortcomings? Yes. Are all the physics perfect? I mean, there's times that asphalt feels kind of like gravel. You're just sliding all over the road. You're not biting. It has its shortfalls. Some of the cars, have some quirky little issues. They're not 100% accurate. But you can go from driving a Mini to driving an Aston Martin, just bombing down any track that's in the game. And it's absolutely fantastic. And you throw on your VR headset and you are absolutely there. So for $5, $10, you get the Game of the Year package. Please, for heaven's sakes, buy Dirt Rally 2 before it goes off Steam. Do it now. Skip the coffee, whatever. Spend $5 to $10 on Dirt Rally 2. Do it now. Don't wait, because I'm telling you, there's going to come a time they're going to do exactly what they've done with a lot of the other good games on Steam. They're going to cut it. They're going to take it off, and it's going to be a sad day for all of those that don't have it, because the game, it runs fantastic. Even with a controller, it's a fantastic game. And that brings me to the honorable mention, and probably the best game that you can spend your money and time on for a PC rally game is Richard Burns Rally. It's free. It takes a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of time to get set up, but it's absolutely free. The VR in it feels fantastic. The force feedback feels great. It's very realistic, so you're not going to be like in Dirt Rally and just bombing down a road and hit a curb and flip over, do a corkscrew, roll a couple times, then land back on the wheels and we're back going. That's very unlikely to happen in Richard Burns Rally, because it's such a realistic damage model. Can it happen? Yeah, doubt it will though. So please, guys, if you're looking for a rally game during this Steam sale, pick up Dirt Rally 2. If you already have Dirt Rally 2 or Dirt Rally 2.0, consider some of the other ones. Look at them. Ignore the reviews, because all the WRC games are fantastic. And some of the older ones, like 9, that have aged well, no matter what kind of computer you have these days, if it's a fairly modern computer, they'll run. And it looks great. So, thank you guys so much. Please enjoy the video. Please consider watching some of my other videos. Consider subscribing. I've got a lot more content that I'm planning in the future, and I hope to see you guys next time.